fish in America. So I just like to thank all of you guys to support the basket boat so that we can all grow together. And I just like to thank all of you because the reason I am here is also the same thing. I have dreamed, like Mike Iaconelli said, to fish for a living. And then I was in Japan, never even had a clue how I can do it. And 18 years ago I come to America, not even speaking English at all. And right now I get to fish for a living. That's because all people like you, the kind of people, get connect together through bass fishing. And I was fortunate to meet people like you, Rick, and like a basket family. So first of all, I just really like to thank all of you guys to come over here and support the basket.
But I want to talk about something else for just a second, and that is that when you came into this thing, you had a couple of pretty tough years. You got off really good on the opens, you got into the elites, had a couple of tough years, then you smoked them. I wanted you to tell the people what you did up there last year, and you won an elite event, and tell them how deep you were fishing. Everybody talks about it. This is the man that did it. Tell them how you did it and what you were doing real quick here.
Yes. Basically, 2 years ago when we had a Lake Erie tournament, I finished second place. And I learned from that tournament that I cannot leave any fish and expect to come to catch them tomorrow. I just have to catch every fish that's available at that moment to win the tournament. And I had that thing in mind first, and I did it last year. And also, I knew everybody's going to watch the TV, and they're all going to figure out where Edwin was and I was, and how to catch them all with the confidence. You can't just leave these elite guys and show them and not expect, come up and get it. So what I did is just try to find something even more than what we were and how we were catching them. And I was able to find a fish much, much deeper than 2 years ago. I've caught anywhere from 50 to 80, 90 feet. And nobody was touching those fish. And I knew those big fish that they weigh 6-7 pounds in springtime, they don't shrink to 4.5, 5 pounds. I know they're going to be like 5 to 6 pounds, and that's what I found. And with the confidence that I had, that if I can get to the spot every day, that I can win that tournament. 2 years ago, I took my basket for the first time to that Lake Erie, and I wasn't sure how I can do, but after all the week of fishing that Lake Erie, I never even had a stress crack on my boat. So I said, okay, I have enough confidence this year that I can go anywhere I want. And I even drove 10, 15 miles even farther than 2 years ago. And sure enough, there was nobody. Nobody was following me and everything, so I had everything to myself. And I just caught them all that way. And I was able to come back with the boat every day without any problem.
And you were drop shotting out on the ledges in 50 to 90 feet of water.
Yes, not just ledges, because of the current that the Lake Erie has a strange current, I was able to read where the big shad balls get stuck. And I was maybe 200, 300, 400 yards away from those ledges and humps to catch them too.
Yeah, tell them exactly how far from land were you?
It was very difficult for me to see the land line. All I see is pretty much water line, 360 degrees.
So pretty much what you were somewhere in the 7 to 10 miles offshore.
Probably about 6, maybe 5, 6 miles, yes. 6
miles in the middle of nowhere, no islands, just fishing drops, ledges, and humps in the middle of Lake Erie.
Yes, that's all I did, and I just went there. Because I knew I can get there, and I can come back.
That was probably one of the most impressive wins last year on the Elite Tour, because it's something nobody else was doing.
Yes, and I was very surprised myself, to tell you the truth, that I was able to find all those. So, but I knew I had to find something better than 2 years ago. And that's what I was looking for.
Well, it was a great win, and I just wanted to spend a minute talking about it, so that's great. Let's move right on to this gentleman behind you. And I'm going to ask you to introduce them one at a time and spend a moment and